people. Cracked stained glass, but the light shines equal. We are not the chains that keep you in. We the people. Yeah, we the people.
All right, welcome back to another episode of, no Republicans, no Democrats, no liberals, no independents. The only thing that we are here is the patriots and Americans, of the United States of America. One of the things that, and I got to tell you, people continue to ask me, well, what is the name with We the People? And the reason why we came with We the People is basically because either you have the best interest of the United States of America or you don't. And we can't denounce all the Democrats in this country. We can't denounce all the independents in this country. And we can't look away why people are frustrated with the president, Donald J. Trump, even though we are a Republican over here and we are a conservative. But before I'm a Republican and before I'm a conservative, I am a patriot of the United States of America. So with that said, I have the ability, my spectrum is very, very broad. My spectrum is very, very wide. So, I have the ability to take a look at my brothers and sisters in this country, and I listen. I do talk a lot, but I happen to be an excellent listener and what people want, what people are asking for. And, so I always try to tell people, because when it comes to our president, Donald Trump, I try to tell people, if you could just, shut you close your ears and make believe you're deaf, and you could just watch the things that he does. I mean, the guy is unbelievable. He truly is. He does things that I said, sometimes I get envious because I think I'm that good. And then I see Donald Trump, and he's just like a beast, and he's a warrior. And I probably should have learned how to play chess when I was a kid. I never learned how to play that. Although I suppose if I jumped on a chessboard, I could probably kick most people's ass just by natural ability. But, over here and what we're talking about in our own country is that we are in trouble. And we're sick, and we've got problems. We're not healthy. We are very, very unhealthy, and it's not because, and I'm not talking about the sick, like if you've got a cold or you've got the flu. I'm talking about we are unhealthy by the direction of the so-called leaders that we put into power. And what is happening right now is that our children are being indoctrinated. Our children are being lied to. I would talk to and leave a clear message to the moms and the dads out there. If you are still parenting your children, I know that I am. I can look at my phone at any time and I can tell you where my kids are at. Because I track them. Because I need to know. Because I don't trust this world we're living in. Do you know where your kid is? And I think there used to be a commercial back in the 70s or 80s, But it's true. Do you know where your kid is and what are they doing? And at this point, because I can tell you right now, there are very, very bad people, entities out there that are going after them, indoctrinating them, trying to get in their heads. Psychological warfare is absolutely happening on our children. I've seen it with my own eyes. I show up to these events where these very, very, very bad people are speaking and they're talking at these events, and I see these every other flag of every other country that is not friendly. They don't have a flag of the United States of America, but yet everybody that's coming to see these people are our children of American citizens. So I say, what are we doing? How are we handling it? And we've got to do everything we can right now. Midterms are going to be here very, very soon, guys. November. November is do or die. We either show up now or everybody, I'm going to tell you right now, forever hold your peace. If the Democrats take back power in November, it is finished. It is done. It is over. You talking about full-blown retribution. You talking about coming down the pipe. You talking about they talking about putting us in camps to rework our brains like there's something wrong with us. We're sick. MAGA this, MAGA that. But at the end of the day, I'm not talking to Republicans and I'm not talking to conservative creators. I'm talking to anybody who cares about this country, who gives a shit about the United States of America. I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, a liberal, an independent, a progressive. The leaders of the Socialist Party are very clear when they put out their message that both the Democrats and the liberals and the independents and the Republicans are our enemies. We are going to roll over every single one of you unless you are going to cower down and get indoctrinated by our program of socialism and communism. Now, again, if you're jealous of how the people in Cuba are living their lives, if you're envious about the people in Venezuela, if you like what they're doing in Russia, how they operate in China, then we have nothing to worry about. Let's fucking go. Open borders. You want to reopen them? Let's open. Let's let everybody back in. You guys want to reopen them? Let them back in. No documentation, no proper vetting. As I said, I'm all on my social media platforms. We've been like joking around and laughing about this. But I created a shirt. I created a shirt that is absolutely kicking ass. It's the GTFO. I even wore it today because over here in the United States of America, if you are here illegally, by the definition here in the country, you are a criminal. And you will be deported if you are caught. That's what's going to happen to you. So we say, thank you very much for being here. But if you are illegal, we've got it. And we say, get the fuck out. GTFO. We got the eagle shining high, pointing at you. GTFO. If you've overstayed your visa, and it's time for you to go, respectfully, time to go. Get the fuck out. We, the people, have had enough. This is enough. We're finished. We're done. We're over. I'm done talking about this. I'm done going over this. This is the United States of America. The Pledge of Allegiance is for all. Not for one sector, not for the other. Not for one person, not for other, not Jewish or Christian, not for Buddhism, not for just the whites, not for the blacks. It's anybody who has assimilated here to this country and loves this country as much as I do. And I will support you 100% all the way right down the pipe. But if you think that you're going to come here and you think you're going to try to push another ideology down our throat, and a way of life that you've been living thousands and thousands of miles away, where there are adult men marrying off on our children, and there are adult men saying that if your wife or your spouse or your girlfriend or whatever it is out of line, well, we'll put you back in line physically. Are you out of your fucking minds? No, you won't. Over here in the United States of America, we remind our women how much we love them and we care about them. We put them on pedestals here and we tell them every single day, baby, I love you just the way you are and you are enough. Completely opposite than what they do over there. Now, I'm not saying everybody's bad. I'm not saying everybody follows the garbage. I'm not saying everybody beats their women. I'm not saying everybody marries their children. But I'm saying when you have a book and a God that you pray to, or a prophet, which I call a false prophet, that married off a 6-year-old child and consummated a marriage at 9, there are some major issues, and you do not align here with the way that we live our lives here in the United States of America. And if you are here illegally, especially, don't think for a second that ICE is not going to catch up to you. We're going to catch you. We're going to imprison you. get you behind bars, go through the paperwork, and then just like my shirt says, you're going to get the fuck out and go back home from where you ran to. Why you would want to run here for a better life just to bring the garbage here is beyond me. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I never will. Anyway, we've got a great show today. I don't even know what episode this is, but we are going to, I got to tell you, for our second half, we've got Claire Patriot. And I got to tell you, if you don't know her, she is incredible. She's awesome. She's a beast. She's a warrior. She's so transparent, just like every other of these Patriots that I have on here. She's going to come out here, and I can't wait. We're just going to pick her brain. We'll show some videos and some views of what we're doing and what we're talking about when she comes on. And I'll make sure to my family at TikTok, I will turn it around so you can also see her when she speaks. But she's awesome. And we're going to talk about the economy. We're going to talk about what's going on overseas. We're going to talk about the corruption and the collusion, all for one and one for all. We're going to talk about the corruption and the collusion of what's happening in Minnesota and New York and California and all the garbage in and garbage out. We're going to talk about the safety and the security for our women and our children, and what do we have to do as patriots here in the United States of America to make sure that all of our families, that when we are gone, and there is going to be a day that I'm not going to be here anymore, guys. Could be tomorrow, could be next week, could be next year. I don't know how many more days, but every day that I'm here, I will sit and fight. And I will fight for every single one of us to make sure that I will leave this place in a nicer place than I found it. Anyway, we got about 10 more seconds, and we're going to go to commercial break. And next, we'll talk some more stuff, and then after that, we'll bring Patriot. Woo!
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just two entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW, making travel great again.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
I'm sure you guys remember the platinum single, Justice for All, with Donald Trump and the J6 Prison Choir. Well, get ready for round two. We're coming out with Anthem of the Free with High Res and the J6 Prison Choir. It's coming out now. It's pre-sale until December 19th when it drops. Get yours on all platforms, Google Play, Apple iTunes. Get it. It's going to be hot.
Justice for all, our voices ring. The anthem of the free.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see. A symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
right, we are back with our platform on a podcast, We the People. By the way, we are streaming at one of the most incredible places. If you guys are ever in the Northeast, I would love to bring anybody here to this warehouse. It's absolutely amazing. The America First Warehouse. You can go, by the way, to our website, the America First Warehouse, and you can download our app there to also stream live on the platform. So again, it's America First Media and Television. Our app is called the America First Media and Television. We are live on TikTok. We're streaming live right now on my Facebook. We are also on X. We're on Rumble. We're on YouTube. If you've downloaded the app off of the App Store, you just go to the App Store, America First Media and Television. You can also stream there. A couple things. I just got some really good news, which I'm excited about. That TikTok reached out to us, and they are working on seeing if they can get and consolidate our platforms back, which will be a total of 1.4 million followers. So I am so pumped up. I'm so excited about that. I just got this back from the agency. TikTok is working on it to see if they can consolidate all of our platforms again, the ones that have been suspended. That's a total of 1.4 million freaking followers, and all of a sudden I would be the number one. Everybody wants to talk to me again. See, when you get 3,000 or 4,000 followers, the loyalty, like Claire Patriot, she's in the back right now. She'll be up on the next segment. But like, that's loyalty. She still shows up for the midnight with 4,000 followers. But she's going to be kissing my freaking ass for 1.4 million. She's like, she's going to want some of that 1.4. Oh, now we're talking about big time. Do you know the differences of clout when you walk into a club or a dinner? If you go into New York City, you go make a reservation, by the way, the Midnight's coming in with 4,000 followers, yeah, that guy's going to pay the tax on top of that bill too. But if you're coming in with 1.4 million, I promise you're not paying for dinner. As a matter of fact, they'll pay you to come there to eat dinner. Anyway, we just had some news come in. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me that the socialist mayor, unless I'm reading it wrong, I just read the breaking news. The socialist mayor over there in Seattle has like a budget, city budget, like $9 billion. And she wants to do reparations with the whole entire budget for the black community. Now, I think that absolutely we should talk about what we can do for the black community, to get, if they are not equal today or up to speed or up to par, what are all the things we can do for the patriots of the United States of America? I don't want to just say black community. I want to say the patriots of the United States of America. If you are not getting the same opportunities, okay, I would love to talk about how we can do that for everybody, whether you're white or Jewish or Christian or Indian, Asian, black, Chinese, Japanese, whatever it is. If you are a citizen here, if you are out there and you're working your ass off and you're doing everything you can and you're kicking ass and you're not getting the same opportunities, that's something we can talk about. But I can tell you right now, I am over the bullshit of what happened 200 years ago. Whatever happened to you, happened to you. Because I can tell you right now, the people today are not slaves. They were never slaves. And I can tell you right now, the people today, I never had a slave, and I never ever plan on having one, So I didn't do nothing. You weren't a victim of anything. So we've got to get to a better place as a community where we are all supporting each other. I really believe that's where we're at right now. Could you imagine, like I just started saying, well, I'm Jewish, and back thousands of years ago, the Egyptians enslaved our community as well, where they were getting beat up building pyramids. Oh my God, I need millions of dollars for that because that should have never happened. Well, what about my family that my grandmother was the only one that survived Nazi Germany? She had 9 brothers and sisters that I never had the pleasure of meeting. My grandmother received a letter apologizing that your whole entire family has been exterminated. That's the information she received, and she came through Ellis Island when she was a child. At what point do we have to say that it's over, it's finished, it's done? We're in 2026, and everybody has got to start looking at everybody as if they are a human being. Stop looking at people as if they are color. Stop looking at people for their religions. Stop looking down and trying to find something wrong with somebody. At the end of the day, if you took a black man, a white person, an Asian person, all types of other Indian, and you all put them in a middle circle, and everybody was exchanging different types of blood, and they were laying on the floor, I can promise you, by looking at the bags of blood, you would not be able to tell who was the black one, who was the white one, who was Asian or Indian. So why? Because we're looking at the outside of your skin, should we be able, could you imagine if aliens came from Mars and they're just going to invade, they're going to invade Earth? Are you going to say, oh, no, well, I'm a Democrat. We're going to fight, or are we all going to say that we're Earthlings and we're all going to band together and fight freaking aliens coming from Mars? Right? If you really want, I got to tell you, if you want to really unite every single, I think it's 195 countries. If you really want to truly unite everybody here in this world, I say stage being attacked by aliens. Watch how quick every country's nuclear weapons would be pointing up to the sky, all together, United States, China, Russia, and we would all stay together, unite, to make sure that we're not, overthrown and taken over. We do everything we can to save this, to save our world from those, anyway. But we're just talking a little silly right now. But we've got a great second half coming up. I'm looking so forward to having Claire Patriot come up. I know she's patiently waiting in the back. We have her for the 2 segments for a half hour, and I can't wait to talk to her and pick her brain about what is happening in her neck of the woods. I mean, obviously, listen, I was in New York City yesterday. Antifa was on one side. White American Israel people were on the other side, and I looked at myself and I'm like, well, one's dressed up in white and blue and red and pretty colors, and one side is singing and celebrating and dancing and doing everything they can to support America. And then you got an other side who's, well, number one, you can't see their faces because they're embarrassed of themselves. They're all covered up. And they're wearing in black colors and gray colors like a rainy, dark day. Just disgusting the way they're dressed, and everybody looks like they're holding something like some sort of type of weapon, ready to hurt, with bells and drums and loud noises and just vile words coming out of their mouths. And then we're over here, singing great songs, pledging our allegiance to the United States of America, our own flags. And again, we'll show these clips. We got these clips. We'll show them to Claire when she comes on here, and just to get her thoughts about what else is going on else in the world. But look, everything is not New York City right now, but New York City is a hot spot. It is bad, guys. It is. I got to tell you, if it's all over the news. I was there last night, holding the line. The NYPD. They're calling them the Triple K, down with the NYPD. Like literally, the NYPD was Antifa's enemy. Anybody who did not have pretty much a cover or a face mask on their face was their enemy. And I would have to say at this point, that when are the patriots of the United States of America ready to go, ready to line, ready to match up, get in the streets, and we've got to fight back. We got to show up, just like our president said. We got to fight and fight and fight. And if you think that Donald Trump can do this alone at this point, I can tell you that he can't. As much as we need him, he needs us. So, again, we have to show up and we have to make a difference. And you've got to know where your children are at. Please, moms, dads, do not assume that your children are in a safe place. Do not assume that they're okay. Do not assume that they're not being indoctrinated. Do not assume all these things, because I can tell you right now, I'm seeing it with my own eyes, that Hassan Piker, he was guest speaking in New York City. I showed up, hundreds of blonde hair, blue eyes, American children coming to see him. These are our children. Where are the parents? Where are the parents not knowing where your children are? You've got to step up. You've got to be a mom. You've got to be a dad. Don't get frustrated. You had your children. You can't say, I'm too tired for this. We've got to make this happen. And you've got to win your kids back and get them, like, for God's sakes, get them into some kind of church or temple. Pray. Bring God into your life. I'm telling you, their lives will be so much better if they are praying to a higher power, even if it's just something of some sort of semblance of unity between the families, where you can, guys, do everything together. A strong family foundation is a strong United States of America. You're only as good as your weakest link. We've got to be a strong family. United we stand, divided we fall. We're going to go, we got about 10 more seconds, and we're going to go to commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to bring on Claire Patriot, and I cannot wait to get her on. She's awesome. We'll see you on commercial break. Woo!
To move and celebrate freedom like never before. The America First Warehouse proudly presents Freedom in Motion, America 250. Join Lisa for an electrifying dance fitness fundraiser designed to get your heart pumping and your spirit soaring. This dynamic 6-week session is perfect for all fitness levels, whether you're just starting out or ready to level up your routine. Feel the energy of an epic patriotic playlist. Boost your fitness, learn exciting new moves, and relieve stress while having an absolute blast. All for just $100 per person, and it all supports a great cause. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Come dance, get fit, and celebrate America 250 in motion.
Politics feeling broken? What if you could match with politicians the way you match on a dating app, but based on real values? Meet OpScore from GoUSA, the first ever values-based political matchmaker. Think Match.com for elections that aligns voters with politicians. We score politicians on a nonpartisan scale based on your priorities. Track your politician scores and take our OpScore Challenge survey to match with leaders who align with you at opscore.org. Stop voting blind. Start matching smart. Politicians work for you.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
If the vote count is accurate, then how come the number of voters is different? And if it's not accurate, then why was it certified? We are suing Letitia James and the New York State Board of Elections for a conspiracy against fundamental rights. This is not about who won. It's not about what party. It's about the fact that they don't care about your rights.
It's me, Joe the Box, and I'm John the Blanket with the America First Podcast.
That's what I'm talking about. The Fred Rubino Podcast, coming to you from the America First Warehouse.
Welcome, everybody, to the James Justice Show, tearing these airwaves apart with all the craziness that goes on in the world.
Welcome to the Patriots Podcast. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the On the Right Side podcast here at the America First Warehouse in Long Island, New York.
Shane Jenkins here with another episode of Liberty's Cage.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Red, Right, and True.
We are streaming live on America First Media and Television app.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free.
All right, we are so excited. We are back with We the People over streaming at the First America Warehouse. And if you have not downloaded the app, it's America First Media and Television. We're streaming on TikTok. We're streaming on America First Media and Television. We're streaming on Rumble. We're streaming on YouTube. You're on our Facebooks. And let's just bring her up right now. I'm so excited because I haven't seen her since like last year. And we've got Claire Fadrian on with us. I love her so much.
I haven't seen you in almost a year. It's crazy.
Oh my God! But you know what? I'm watching you all over with Conservative Ann. I'm seeing you with Conservative Kay. I'm seeing you with all my friends. Like, I'm so jealous watching you, and I'm like, God, I wish I was down in Florida.
You would be perfect for Florida.
Oh my God! I'm like looking at you guys. I'm like, the sun and it's shining, and I'm like, so Mom, Donnie, you can't even pick up the freaking fucking snow. Just pick up the snow. You got 2 jobs as me. Pick up the snow and get removed my garbage.
Is he still not removing the garbage?
Oh my God, they pile up piles and piles. I can't even smell them. Rats are everywhere. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Didn't they get the rat problem under control before, and now he's leaving the trash out and it's getting worse again?
Do you know a thing? I'll give it somebody. Do you know the rat thing, that when the rats were going on and COVID was here and nobody was in the streets, right? So there's nobody dropping food. So the rats all turned into cannibals, and they started eating. They started eating each other.
Oh my God.
It's true. And there were people filming. Oh my God! You see these gigantic rats going after the mice because there was no food for them to eat. Oh. And then, and then I realized that, I found out, like, when you're walking around New York City, who the real homeless were, because all the scammers, well, there was no one to take money from, right? All the hustlers. So all the hustlers were gone. So all the real homeless were there. And that's where you realize who the real homeless are.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
It's like a whole other world.
So tell us, what is going on with you? What have you been working on? What's going down? I know you're a kick-ass mom. We know that. Well, most people, I know that. But what is going on with Claire Fadrian? What is your mission, and what are you fighting right now?
So really, I've really been trying to bring common sense back. There are so many people that just seem like they have gone so off the path, online. But then when you get in person and you talk to people, everybody seems pretty happy with this administration. So what I think I'm trying to show people online is that, yes, we're in this online bubble that seems like people are not happy and they're turning away, but that's not really the way things are. And then, of course, always going after the crazy liberals and Democrats.
It's nuts. I had this, and I'm sure you know her. I don't know her name. I'll have to get it for you. She came on. I was on. Was it TikTok? Was it on my TikTok? Yeah, I think yes. It was on TikTok. I was on TikTok. I was on a live, and she seemed pretty normal at first when she came in, and then she just went at it. Right? She just went at it. And when I realized what side she was on, I said, well, you have all this problem with Donald Trump. I said, would you rather go back to Kamala Harris and Joe Biden? And would you rather have biological boys in the locker room with their biological daughters? And by the way, before I answered that question, she revealed that she had 3 daughters. And she says, well, I don't see anything wrong with a biological boy that's identifying as a woman. There's no harm to that. And my whole platform lit up. Everybody lit up. I said, ma'am, maybe you misunderstood. If your daughter and you were eating at the Cheesecake Factory and your daughter had to go to the bathroom and there was a grown man wearing a wig and a dress and it was a biological man, would you be okay with him going into the bathroom with your young little biological girl? Do you find a problem with that? You couldn't make it up. She was the hatred for Donald Trump superseded the safety and security for her daughters.
Well, I think some of it too is they're afraid to say anything that goes against the narrative that's being pushed by the Democrats. So they would literally sacrifice their child in order to show how inclusive they are. It is absolutely insane.
It's nuts. It's nuts. And then we got to open borders. I said, what about the legal immigrant? And she just, then she started getting condescending, yada, yada. But I got to tell you, but the lady had a huge following, by the way. I think she had
You're going to have to tell me who it is.
I'm going to have to find out who it is. We're going to all go. We'll all go. And by the way, she told me she voted for Donald Trump twice. I said, you're a lady, so you're so full of shit. You didn't vote for him. No, I did. I used to be a Republican and my husband, and now we're both Democrats, and we're both okay with biological boys being in the lockers with her. I said, put your husband on the phone. Get you. Now he's at work. Get him on the phone. Three-way. Put him on microphone. I want to hear from your husband.
Yeah, because how do you go from being a Republican to saying that you're okay sending your daughters into a bathroom with a biological male? Like,
crazy.
No.
Crazy. So listen, by the way, I'm seeing you down partying with everybody, and I'm like, God, and Aunt is looking like he's looking like he's having the best time of his life, and he looks like he's kicking ass. By the way, everyone must be going after him because he's like the salesman. He's like the spokesperson for almost every brand right now. It's kind of strange watching him try to be like I don't know what was the one the last time I saw some kind of donut or something, yummy donuts or something. He was on Universal, and I knew it's like, and he's opening up the box very slowly, and he goes, and this is the Captain Crunch donut. I was like, what are you doing? You're selling out.
He looks amazing. He has been amazing. Like. I couldn't sing his praises anymore. I know you know him, so I don't need to. But anybody listening, if you're watching Ant, he is exactly how he is in real life as he is on the internet.
Crazy. Listen, I want to show you. I want to show you this. Hold on. Let's go to. I want to bring in. Let me see this. Where is it? I took a screenshot of this. Hold on one second, guys. On TikTok, I'm so sorry that my hands are like crazy right now. Let me just show you this real quick. Where is the screenshots? I don't even know where this is. Let's just bring up. Can you play asset number one? I want Claire to take a look at this. Play asset number one. This is no king protest at first. No ice, no king. And then,
members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you His Majesty Charles III.
Yay! Let's go, King Charles! You can't make this up. No ice, no king, no ice. And now they're a standing ovation.
They feed in. They like that. They like the agenda to be interested.
And I also want to, before we really begin, I want to congratulate Charles on having made a fantastic speech today at Congress. He got the Democrats to stand. I've never been able to do that. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe
it. So there they are marching in the streets. No king, no ice, no king. Then King Charles comes in. They give him a standing ovation, but and then Donald Trump, he's the best. I mean, he's got such a great personality, and he's a jokester, he's a clownster, and he makes a joke. But in reality, the level of hypocrite, right? I mean, what do you take of that?
I think that they're ridiculous. And I think what it is King Charles is all about all the agendas they want to push. So they're like, not that king. He does what we want. Like, we just don't like Donald Trump. But it's funny to me because he's a literal king.
Right?
Trump is not. Like, you guys are they're such hypocrites. Like, and there's no talking to him because I actually made a post with some of that. And I'm like, so you'll stand for a literal king, but you want to say that our president is a king and a dictator and blah, blah, blah. Yet, like, do you even hear yourselves? We elected him. King Charles wasn't elected.
It's amazing. Because could you imagine that Donald Trump was actually a king? He would remove everybody. Everybody would be in prison. Everybody will be in jail or whatever. I can't. Right? We listen on my normal podcast here because we own this. We can say whatever we want. We can't get violated, but we got little TikTok here, so we got to make sure.
That's what I've been careful. Yeah,
we got to be careful of our little TikTok here. So but it's amazing to me that they keep saying we don't want no kings. Well, number one, he's not a king, so you don't have a king. And
they wouldn't be able to march in the street like that if he was a king.
Ever.
Yeah.
And by the way, I've got a buddy of mine, that I met him at CPAC. He's this. Do you know the Korean good-looking kid? He's an influencer, and he's always against Islam.
Yes, I
So
love
they
him.
just
Yes.
he went to London, and this is why I didn't go to London. I was invited with Tommy Robinson to go protest there. They have a huge protest. He went to London, and they detained him.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about if I ever went over there, because I actually had some issues when sharing about people getting arrested over there. So I'm like, I don't think I will ever go because it's not safe for us.
It is not. Not only is it not safe, but as long as that piece of shit garbage, what do you call him, Keir Starmer is over there, he is the biggest traitor to the United Kingdom. It is going to go down as the prime minister that gave that country away.
Yep, gave it away to radical Islam.
They did. And you know, and you know, I want to be very clear to everybody. This is not a war against Muslims. We don't.
No.
There are a lot of I got friends that are Muslim that saying, "Call me up." I don't know if they call you up friends, but I got friends that call me up at midnight. You got to help me, man. The Zohar Mamdani's bringing so much hate to our community. We don't align with this bullshit. This is not who we are. We're very peaceful, loving people, and we don't believe in half the shit. Even though we have to believe in some kind of God, but we don't believe in all the things that that's in that Quran. And I'm like, well, guys, you got to speak up and say something because I don't know what to tell you. You got to.
That's what I keep telling people too. I'm like, you know, it would help if you guys spoke out against it because you don't want to be lumped together. Then you're going to have to use your voice. And I know that's kind of scary because we know who you're speaking out against.
Crazy.
But at the same time, it's got to come from you.
It's got to come from them because if if they it's like same thing with anti-Semitism. I'm Jewish. I'm from Long Island. The only reason why I know I'm Jewish because my mother told me I was born Jewish, and I got bar mitzvah when I was 13. That's where it pretty much ends for Jews in New York, most of us, But but if there's anti-Semitism on the rise, and Zohar Mamdani is going after the Jewish community, someone's got to step up. And I'm going to be the first one to say something. So this bullshit, nobody should get hated just to get hated on.
No, it's messed up. And did you see there was a Israeli woman that saw Mamdani's wife out at a restaurant and tried to...
Hold that thought. We're going to start with that. Yes, it was Miss Universe of Israel, whatever it is. We'll talk about that. We're going to hit commercial break in about 5 seconds. But the second we come back, we'll talk about Zohar Mamdani's wife. Midnight, we're out. Woo!
Me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
Get ready to move and celebrate freedom like never before. The America First Warehouse proudly presents Freedom in Motion, America 250. Join Lisa for an electrifying dance fitness fundraiser designed to get your heart pumping and your spirit soaring. This dynamic 6-week session is perfect for all fitness levels, whether you're just starting out or ready to level up your routine. Feel the energy of an epic patriotic playlist. Boost your fitness, learn exciting new moves, and relieve stress while having an absolute blast. All for just $100 per person, and it all supports a great cause. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Come dance, get fit, and celebrate America 250 in motion.
Corporate transfer. Fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
America First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed, because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country.
Hey, so we're back with the America First Warehouse with Claire Patriot, and one of the things we left off at was that Zohar Mamdani's wife was in New York City, and she was sitting next to this very, very beautiful girl, and they struck up a conversation. And what was the clip that you saw?
I saw that the Israeli woman, was trying to have a discussion with Mamdani's wife, and she, as soon as she found out who she was, wouldn't have any sort of discussion with her. Like, how are you going to say, these people going to say they're so inclusive and they care so much about everybody, but the minute someone sits next to them that they don't agree with, they won't even listen to them. They are so exclusive, you know?
So, but what you're saying is that his wife was initially communicating with this young girl, and then she finds out that she's from Israel, and she totally just
yes.
She just shuts down the conversation.
Yes.
Crazy. But
what do you think they would do if one of us did that?
Oh my God.
Like the reverse.
Oh, forget about that. How about what happens if all of us showed up and start protesting in front of a mosque?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We're not living on the same planet. We're not living in the same universe. And by the way, and Zohar Mamdani's wife was under heat about a month ago, or 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, talking about all this anti-Semitic stuff all over social media. And then she comes out and she apologizes. Nobody thought it was authentic at all, but she apologizes, and then she does this again.
Yeah.
Crazy.
She sounds great, right?
Crazy. So I want to show you. So there we are in New York City, right? I want to see. Let me just put these old man glasses on for a second because I want to see these assets. But there we are again in New York City again. I want to show you what we were seeing. I think. Can you show asset number 2?
Sidewalk. Sidewalk. All of $100 is right here. 2, 3, 8. Push the back. 1,
NYPD KKK is what they're screaming. And so now, what you don't see in that video is I'm right across the street. Right? They're trying to get to the mid. I swear to God, they're trying to get to us, right?
Oh, of course they are.
Listen, listen. I mean, I'm a big guy, and I'll probably take out a few of them. But there was only about 15 to 20 of us, and there were at least 300 to 500 of them.
Oh yeah, that's not safe.
So now I want to show. The only thing I can do is, what would you do in that situation, right? Let's show Claire asset number 3.
You guys want to do the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yeah.
Hey, do me a favor.
The Pledge of the United States.
Yeah, let's do the pledge. Let's do it. Hey guys, we're gonna take your hats off. We're gonna do the Pledge of Allegiance. If you don't mind. You guys ready? We pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. USA! 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 USA!
That's what I'm fucking talking about. I mean, I gotta tell you, at one point, even those 300 people across the street, you think they look over and think, man, that guy's fucking crazy. He's nuts.
That's how to irritate them, though, by actually showing pride for this country. Like, how sad is that? Start chanting USA, and they're like, meh.
And not one American flag over there. Not one.
Of course not. No.
No, nothing. No American flag. Listen, at this point, it's your choice to, when you talk about Israel, and I've never been there. I'm Jewish, but I don't know anything about Israel. I don't even know what the word Zionist means. I truly don't. I never even took the time to learn what Zionist meant. I was like, is that like calling is that called like the N-word or something? I know it is.
No.
So they get the N, we got the Z. I don't know.
It seems like they're trying to make it that way, though. Like, it was just a harmless term, really, and then now it's like become a slur almost.
Crazy, and I'm like, so there we are, and they're threatening our lives, and they've got weapons in their hands, and they got these bangs, and everybody over here is just literally wearing white and blue and bright colors and hugging and singing, and really just the communication's been unbelievable. And most of them are all Jewish, There's non-Jews, and there's just Americans, right? And then you look across the way, you see that, and I'm like, and the colors are black and gray and dark and angry and masked, and everybody's masked. They can't see nobody's faces, and they're just asking for the death of everything. I mean, they wanted everything. They wanted the police gun, us gun, this gun, everyone's gun. Everybody is their enemy. And there was an LGBT crew over there. I'm like, do they not know what? If they walked into Palestine, what would happen to anybody that's part of the LGBTQ?
I mean, it's crazy to me because you will see them online even trying to show that they're on that side. And I'm like, you couldn't exist in these countries. The only one you could exist in is Israel.
Is Israel?
Yes.
The only ones where you would not be getting threatened or hurt is Israel.
Yes.
Claire, do we get a deportation of Elon Omar?
Oh, please. Please. At least get her out of Congress. I don't think she really likes this country.
I don't think so. Do we get arrest on Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota?
Oh, that would be amazing too.
Jacob Fry, the mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Fry, who was pretty much in bed with the Somalians over there, doing all kinds of business. He even speaks Somalian, fluent Somalian. Do we get an arrest there?
I mean, we're all sitting around hoping. I was hoping when, things have changed around. Pam Bondi is gone. And I'm hoping moving forward that we see more accountability. And we have seen more action, I think. I'm like, come on. We need all these people. We know what is going on. It's so hard to know things and then nothing happens with it,
Oh, you know what? Before I forget, I usually wait to the end of the show, but every time I wait to the end of the show, I always forget. So tell everybody where they can find you, even though we got 4 minutes left, but tell everybody where they can find you and what's your favorite social media places.
So X is probably my favorite, and you can find me over there, Claire Patriot. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all same, Claire Patriot. But on TikTok, I have a lot of fake accounts. So make sure you're following the one that has like 214,000 followers.
So it's all the same name, Claire Patriot, on every platform. Amazing. And you are kicking ass. You're doing such a good job. I love the content. You just like the expressions, the rolling of the eyes, the sarcasm. It's the best. I love it. It's so much fun watching you.
It gets me in trouble in real life, but you met me in real life, and I do the same thing, and then I'm like, stop it.
Insane. But so we have socialism and communism knocking on our door. That's a fact. And the socialist leaders are saying that the Republicans and Democrats are both our enemies. So what they're saying is America is our enemy. We have to wake up our Democratic brothers and sisters that don't align with socialism, which is why we name this We the People, get rid of all the labels, and let's unite. We stand divided, we fall against this horrible regime that's trying to take over our country. So, the hot spot is obviously New York, right?
Yeah.
It looks like California is going to get a Republican governor.
I sure hope so.
We're praying, right? And then, this other clip I want to show you, this last clip I want to show you, because Kathy Hochul, we're calling it Ditch the Witch 2026. A vote for Kathy Hochul again is a vote for Zohran Mamdani. And Bruce Blakeman is our only hope. He said on day one he was going to fire Zohran Mamdani, and he's going to end this all. It will be the end of his political career. Let's show this last clip with Bruce Blakeman coming down the pipe.
Let me be brutally honest with you, but that this is the look of the United States of America. These are the voices that absolutely need to be heard. They're gonna fight for you, they're gonna fight for your families. Bruce Blakeman, Gregory Hack. It's like a 1-2 punch combo. These are fighters, these are warriors, these are soldiers, not only for here in New York, but for the United States of America. But let me make it very clear to all of you as we are gearing up for the midterms in November, that there are going to be choices laid upon you. You can either vote or side with traitors to this country, or you can side with men that served in this country for every single one of our rights to stand for freedom. Greg Hack, Bruce Blakeman, common sense thinkers. They will fight for you, they will fight for your families, and they most certainly will fight for your loved ones. Coming November, you know exactly what to do. Don't turn your back on this country, and most importantly, don't turn your back on yourself. God bless you, God bless your families, and God bless the United States of America.
Why do you like to? We got the same messages, but you sound so sweet. I sound like I'm just going to bust down walls.
I love it, though. I love that. I think that's what's needed. I think sometimes people just need it banged into their heads.
So, Claire, listen, we got 1 minute left. My question for you is, what do we need to do come November? What do we have to do, whether you're in Florida, New York, Los Angeles, California, Denver, in this country? What, in your opinion, what do we have to do as Americans to get us back on track?
I think we need to make sure everybody is going to get out and vote. I think that's where the Republican Party has fallen short in the past during midterm elections. Everybody needs to get out and vote. Even if you think everybody else has it, we need to make it, like Trump said, too big to rig. It needs to happen again. We need to keep this momentum going, because if we get lazy, they're going to take everything away, and we're going to end up with men and women's bathrooms again.
Agreed. Listen, it's been an awesome podcast. Make sure you give her a follow, Claire Patriot, the Midnight. As long as we're alive, as long as we got a breath, this country will not be hijacked on either one of our watches. Sending my love to you, your family. Midnight, we are out. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
For the patriots of America, we stand tall.